And so our next game, uh, on the card is the painting. And this is a free to play game that I kind of found while scrolling through. I do want to take the time to let you all know that this game also depicts grief and death. So, be warned of that before you start to watch this or listen to this because this is a visual novel. Um, but this is free to play. So, if you are here in the Twitch chat and you kind of like what you see of the game or the game interests you, you can use exclamation point GOTC and that will bring up a link to the game. If you are watching this as a VOD on YouTube, then the information for the game is going to be in the description box below. So let's go ahead and get started with this and see how this plays out. The few hours I spend with you are worth the 1,000 hours I spend without you. Okay, from unknown. I often think about when your mother came back from the hospital holding you in her arms. To this day, it remains my biggest shame that I couldn't be by her side when you came into the world. I remember looking at you, thinking, I won't miss another important day of your life for as long as I live. And only days after that, I promptly quit my job. The work I did there paid well, but the time it stole from me could never justify that. Time. That's the thing, isn't it? We know that it's our most precious resource, yet we throw it away haphazardly as if there's no risk of ever running out. I eventually managed to find new employment with fewer hours spent away from home. But it was out in the country, so we had to move. Your mother always was a natural born entertainer. Heck, she still is. She used to sing, dance, and do impressions, and you used to point and laugh. Oh no, wait, is this the death of a child? Because that's gonna be. Um, that was your way of showing how much you adored something. Two of you kept our spirits high, even when there wasn't much else to do, so far away from the big city. Obviously, you inherit that fun loving nature from her. Your flair for being dramatic, though, that was on me. Maybe the combination of those traits is what led you down the road to acting. I was jealous. I wanted more time with you. Oh no. At work, I could never stop thinking about what you and your mother might be doing at home. I was perpetually afraid that I'd miss out on important events. Turns out I was right. Not only did I miss your birth, I missed when you started crawling, I missed your first steps, and I even missed your first word. The last one hurt a bit more than others, maybe because I'm a word man myself. I just couldn't wait to hear those first syllables pop out of your cute little mouth. But I missed it. And I cried when I found out. Then your mother told me what your first word was. Dada. Aw. So my tears fell yet again, but for different reasons. Watching you grow older was so inspiring. I started writing again after many years of barely holding a pen. Stories about a charming, intelligent, and inquisitive young girl solving mysteries that even the police couldn't figure out. Those stories turned into books, which ended up gaining popularity fast. And as a result, I was able to quit my job and work from home as a full time author. Yay. I wasn't ever going to miss anything again. I have you to thank for that. When you started school, I was worried that your outspoken personality would get you in trouble. However, things turned out the exact opposite. You were effortlessly charming, and both friends and teachers adored you. I wish I could take credit for that, but as with most of your great qualities, you had your mother to thank. You were only 8 when you entered and won that acting contest. I didn't think it was possible to be that proud, and that's coming from a best selling author. Just some of that dry humor that always bothered you. Though I like to think that somewhere deep inside you, you secretly found it endearing. Turns out the best story I ever got to tell was the one of being your father. But my pride was nothing compared to yours. You held the diploma so high that we almost couldn't see your face behind it. I can only imagine how wide that smile must have been. Oh, every day I miss seeing it. Not the death of a child. Oh, come on. That is rough. I was not ready. The years flew by, and the day eventually came when you decided to set out on your own. Accepted to a prestigious acting school, a new chapter of your life was about to begin, one in which me and your mother were no longer the main supporting cast. I realized that despite my best efforts, there was always going to be things in your life that I'd not be a part of. Your mother took that photo of us. If I knew then that it would be the last one of us together, I would have hugged you even tighter. Oh no. I would have told you once again how proud you always made me. Aw. How much I always loved you. How every day of your life was the best day of mine. I'm sure you'd brush it aside and you'd tell me that I was just being silly with all my rambling. Just you being you. You grew up so fast. I just wish that you had gotten to grow even older. Oh my goodness, what the hey? But the truth is, I could have said anything and it wouldn't have made a difference. The pain, sadness, and longing would still be the same. It still feels like another life getting that phone call. Oh no. We hadn't heard from you in a long time since you were working on that new movie, and then you were just, oh no, gone. The doctor said that they did everything they could. I want to believe that. I suppose it doesn't matter in the end. Me and your mother are still here. And you're not. Nothing could have filled the hole that you left behind. You learn to live with it, but it never stops hurting. Today it's been 10 years. We still live in the same house you grew up. Nah, that's rough, dog. I'm writing a new book, and your mother just recently started leading a choir. I guess you could say that we're keeping busy. Despite everything, when I look at this wall, I'm grateful. Grateful for the years we had together. Sorry. Oops. Grateful that I got to be your father. I will always love you. Good night. And I believe that might be it. Oh, my little Astrid. Oh, okay, and so that was it. That was actually the full um game for um the painting. So if you like what you saw and you kind of want to go through it for yourself, um the game is free to play. I kind of wish it would have been a little longer, but I get this probably was made kind of like for like one of the indie game jams or whatnot. Usually when they tend to be this short, that's usually the thing. But I would have liked I like the story, and it would have been nice if it could have been built upon a little longer, just for a little longer of an experience. But yeah, that is the painting. And again, it is free to play. If you are here in the Twitch chat, you can use exclamation point GOTC. And of course, if you are watching this as a VOD on YouTube, then the information for the game is going to be in the description box below.